But the disaster we have caused in the process is... Hey yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. We are back on F1 2021 for the F2 to F1 driver career mode. So today we are in Belgium, the track that is one of the longest in the calendar, if not the longest. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very long. That's what she said. Now, this is the track that I actually like. I've had a lot of good races here in Formula 1. It's an interesting circuit. Like, you either get it right completely or you get it wrong completely. Now, going into this qualifying, I was very confident. Why? I was like, okay, look, the worst that could happen is maybe P3. That's the worst possible. We do set a purple sector 1. That's a good sign. That means we're actually doing something. Now, if we happen to set a purple sector 2 as well, and we do, this just might be pole position, because the final part of this track is not that hard. Down the bus stop chicane, onto the final turn. What is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Is it pole? Yes, it is pole position. Purple. Fastest on the track. This is a good sign. The weekend is starting off proper. Looking at it, remember in the last race, the gap between myself and Schumacher, he led with 4 points. Now, after that qualifying session, we are at equal points. Nothing separates us. What's going to happen? Let's find out.
Located in the Ardennes countryside, Spa has been hosting races for almost a century, and it's revered by drivers and fans alike. So it's a joy to be here today as we prepare for the next thrilling instalment in the Formula 2 race calendar. So here we are again, a whopping 4.35 miles of track here at Spa, featuring long straights, some seriously fast corners, and some massive elevation changes. This is a track that routinely delivers high-quality racing, and we'll be hoping to see just that from our young F2 drivers today. Davide Valsecchi joins me today. Davide, Spa is a favourite for fans and drivers alike. What tips would you have for these young drivers today?
Always a pleasure to be here, Alex. Who doesn't love Spa? I wish I was down there racing today. I would say there's a lot of places to overtake on this circuit, so be patient on that first corner. Try and get through it safely, get a good exit, and get in the right position to attack at the end of the main straight.
As the engineers make their last inspection of the cars, let's take a look at today's grid order for the race. The captain lines up on pole position, with Mick Schumacher alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Armstrong, Daniel Ticktum and Sato, Dragovic, Alesi, Eilert, Robert Schwartzman, Joe, Deruvala, Sean Galale and Matsushita, Aitkit, Giotto, Samaya and Pedro Piquet, Nissani, Markelov, Delatraz, and Nikita Mazepin starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue
On track
this form and aim
for
another
the
top 10 finish.
the Belgian Grand Prix. Are we going to convert a pole position into a win? Let's find out. 5 lights and away we go, getting onto a good start. Schumacher as well gets to a booster. We come to the left side of the track to cover him off. He goes down our inside. We leave him a lot of space because, you know, we're fair racers, but we do manage to keep the lead. He's behind us now, only a 10th. Looking at the replay, you can see how aggressively I came onto the left side. He saw that, he went to the right side. Coming down turn 1, he tried to go for the inside. I left him a lot of space because I'm a fair racer, but we do manage to make the move stick, keeping P1. Coming up Eau Rouge. Now, we're still leading, but this is a very long straight coming up. This is a place where he can get enough slipstream to get past me. Now, if these cars had ERS, I would be dead. Why? Because that gives the car so much more power. But now here it's just up to raw pace. Coming down the inside, we managed to cover him off, keeping the lead. There's a yellow flag. Now what's happening at the back? It's a wild man named Sato who somehow span. Somehow? Nope, that's our teammate to the left, right? So our teammate actually caused this, hitting him. He gets onto the curb, but that's just a racing incident. I'd count that as a racing incident. So this is a very, very long track. I believe it's 2 minutes with an F2 car. It's about 2 minutes or 1 minute 55, somewhere there. It's very long, so you have to have the concentration through all the sectors. Now, coming up to the bus stop chicane, towards the end of lap 1, coming up to the ultimate corner, we lead the race. Schumacher behind us 1.1 second now, and we already have a second lead in the first lap. You can't tell me I'm not dominating this. Coming up to the end of the second lap, we're still dominating it. Are we going to set a faster time? Obviously, getting a bit messy this time, but we do manage to still keep the lead. Schumacher now behind us 1.3 from 1.7. He's catching up very fast. We set a fast lap. DRS is now enabled. Coming up to lap 3, the end of lap 3, up the bus stop chicane to the ultimate corner. Are we going to set another fastest lap? Green sector 1, green sector 2, and it's a green sector 3, an even faster lap. At this point, it was literally just setting hot laps. Like, I was just challenging myself to see how fast I could possibly go. Schumacher is now behind us 2.3 seconds. Coming up to the end of lap 5, he's actually 3 seconds off. So we did manage to make a lot of time just in the second and third sectors. Coming up to the line, are we going to set another fastest lap? Yes, it is. It's another fast. Literally, we've set a fast lap every single lap of this entire session. No one has been able to beat my fastest laps. We are dominating this. Level 95 AI giving you that. It's level 95 AI, but we are somehow dominating. Coming up to the final segment, the bus stop chicane, in the final lap, cross the checkered flag, we take the win right here in Spa-Francorchamps. We have dominated. No one could reply. We literally destroyed everyone. That was amazing. Coming out of the car, we're back into the top step of the podium. It feels good to get another win and dominate it, like how we did in Austria in the feature race, which the sprint race ended in disaster, and then Britain in the feature race again. We dominated P1 from the start till the end. I think we have a tendency of dominating tracks that are very wide. Like Spa has very wide sections. It's a very decent track. No walls to fear. You just push to your limit, and even if you crash, you're just gonna go onto the runoff. So it's not that bad. Getting the podium, podium, one more time. Splash some champagne. I can't say that. Splash. It's a tongue twister. Splashing. So splash some champagne. Oh, nah. You know what? Nah, we don't have to do that. Right. On to the standings. We win, getting 27 points with the fastest lap. Schumacher behind us, finished 3.7 seconds behind us. At this point, I am leading the championship. It is mine to lose, literally. Everything I do from now on, it's mine to lose. So, let's head on to the sprint race.
And we're back. After yesterday's feature race, the top 8 drivers have been reversed on the grid, setting up some exciting action as we launch into today's event, the sprint race. Davide, is there anything we should be looking for in today's race? The teams are all very competitive at the moment, so are we about to witness a push from anyone in particular?
Hi Alex, the team will have been studying everyone else out there very carefully. So I think we are in for a very interesting event today. I can't wait to see how this race unfolds.
Right, on the track for the Belgian Grand Prix. The track is Spa-Francorchamps. It's 5 lights and away we go. Getting a decent start, not the best. Schumacher goes defensive right off the bat. Now, we back out of that fight really early. Now, let me tell you why. Hamza was talking to me. Hamza was at my house while I was recording this, and he was talking to me. Now, when someone talks to you, you tend to have divided attention. So this entire sprint race, I was not very aware of my surroundings. Situational awareness was at 0. In front of us now, we have Armstrong. Now, this is a very good example of why I was distracted. Something tells us to go around the inside. No one goes around the inside of Spa, especially that part. Now, there we managed to save the car from damage. Have no idea how we kept that out of the barriers, but somehow we managed to keep it all in one piece. Now we're down into P21. Delet is challenging us. Back into P20. In front of us we have Sato and PK. How did this go wrong so fast? I could have restarted it, but our rule is no flashbacks and no restarts. We go for the deep dive. making 2 positions on Sato and PK. That's Galil and PK. In front of us now we have the Ruvla. How did this go so wrong so fast? On to lap 2. Now the run up into Eau Rouge. Are we gonna go wheel to wheel? Probably not. We back out. Again, we could have gone wheel to wheel, but we back out. Now getting slipstream. Are we gonna be able to get past him in this straight? Because for some reason our tires are really worn out. Just because we span, taking a lot of life out of the tires. We go around the outside, almost making contact that could have been fatal, but we managed to keep it all in one piece. Now ahead of us, Juan Hujo and Jack Aitken. We get a perfect run out of that corner, gaining on Juan Hu. Now coming into this part, I'm not proud of hitting him. I was distracted. That's the excuse. I was very distracted. We hit him, but none of us sustained damage. He almost spun, but manages to save it. Now our tires to this point, the ones on the right side, are really starting to drop off. We go around the inside of Juan Hujo, pushing him just the slightest off the track, off the racing line. Jeff congratulates us. We're not proud of that. We should be fighting for the top 3, not top 15. Now in front of us we have Aitken and Mazepin. We get the run, left, right, our signature move, almost going into the barrier, making a lot of mistakes in this race. Purple sector 1. He goes defensive, almost spins, he loses the back, and we managed to get that position. Looking at the replay, you see that we did go left, right, he went defensive, and then somehow he underbraked to a point where he almost lost the car. As you saw that wiggle. Now, he gets onto the curb. His back gets a bit light, almost running into the back of us, but we managed to keep it all in one piece. Now ahead of us we have Mazepin. Are we going to go around the inside here again? No. Yes. We managed to save the car. The wheels are very worn out at this point, but we saved the car. But the disaster we have caused in the process is something that you do not expect to see in any type of motor race. Looking at the replay, Galil sees us spinning. He gets a bit lightheaded, swerves, goes into the wall. Somehow the car behind him, almost synchronized, they all go into the wall the same way. Now the car behind, you wonder how it got into the mix. It runs into the back of Galil. And then Charo's racing team, the car, has no wheel. So that guy runs into the back of that guy. Is that the end of it? It's far from over. This guy gets into the mix, going into the wall. Now, you think it's over? Nah, it's not over yet. There's still one more person. He runs into the back of these cars. So I managed to destroy my race, and in the process I destroyed other people's race. I'm not proud of it. But Hamza, Key Hamza Gaming, link in bio, link in description, is the reason why all of this went south. So we had a chance to maximize the point harvesting in Spa, but we somehow messed it up completely in the sprint race as we crossed the line to very worn out tires. Disappointing. Somehow we managed to avoid a retirement, but we are not on the podium. Mick Schumacher is on the podium, and as long as he's on the podium and we're not, we are losing bad. But here we managed to do one of the worst races to ever be done in an F1 game, in an F2 career mode. That was a disaster. So looking at the standings, we finish well away from the points. Mick Schumacher finishes 3rd. Looking at the drivers' standings, Schumacher now leads with 1 point. 203, 202, 1 point is the difference. The next race is gonna count heavily. The constructors is out of our sight. We can never win that because they already have too many points. Our teammate isn't pulling his side of the team. But looking at the replay, you see that we saved the car spontaneously. Like, that was a crazy save. But what we didn't save is everyone else was behind us. Now, could we have avoided that? Yeah, maybe if Hamza Gaming wasn't talking to me, maybe I could have avoided that. I'm gonna push the blame to him. But this was a disaster. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.